Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is it worth it to buy a Kaladesh gift box? Holiday gift boxes, now simply just gift boxes, have had a bumpy history in terms of quality. While the original Return to Ravnica gift box was met with praise, the subsequent years offered little more than cardboard calamity. With Shadows over Innistrad, the gift boxes finally exceeded the overall quality of even the original Return to Ravnica boxes. But has Wizards of the Coast maintained their commitment to cardboard quality, or cynically slipped back to subpar standards? Let's take a look. This video will largely compare and contrast the Kaladesh gift box to the Shadows over Innistrad gift box and try and determine if quality has been maintained, if quality has gotten any worse, or quite possibly, if quality has improved. If you'd like a more detailed analysis of the gift box as a product, be sure to check out that review of the Shadows over Innistrad gift box, and for some context, see the disastrous Khans of Tarkir holiday gift box review here and here. A Kaladesh gift box contains the following. So contents remain the same, and thus, for someone to assemble these components for themselves, or as a gift for a friend, the storage box itself is essentially going to cost $4.95, and come with fun extras such as plastic dividers, stickers, a foil promo of an unplayed 16-cent card, and 20 land. But the real attraction here, beyond the booster packs, of course, is that storage box. Assuming this is a quality storage box, that's a fairly reasonable price to pay for something that will hold over 600 sleeved cards. That's a great size, meaning these boxes can hold everything from multiple decks to even a cube. The plastic dividers are also really nice, especially these, I feel, decked out with Kaladesh artwork. Gorgeous. They are solid plastic too, by the way, not cardboard. So let's compare and contrast this gift box to the great Shadows over Innistrad gift box. The middle column is still a solid board box glued into the larger gift box, and thankfully not just a flimsy paper divider like the worst of the older gift boxes. The board stock is very firm, on par with that used in fat packs or bundle box material, and as far as I can tell, the stock used for Shadows over Innistrad is identical to the one now used for Kaladesh. The box also has the redesigned construction that allows for heavy objects to be stacked on top of it without damaging the gift box itself, its lid, or the cards within. So as far as my examination can determine, the construction here is 100% identical to that of the Shadows over Innistrad boxes. And thus the biggest con here is the lack of any secure closure on the storage box. The only thing holding this together is the thin paper sleeve, which in and of itself doesn't really stay on. But if this were ever lost or understandably torn or frayed, there's nothing keeping... Whoa. That was an accident, but it illustrates my point. There's nothing keeping your storage box. Imagine that sliding off of your bookshelf. Wow, that's going to be a big cleanup. Imagine that getting knocked over by your cat or other small animal. These things happen in transport. These accidents can occur, and as I am about to have to go through, it's going to be a long cleanup process. This is why I've often said to prefer BCW archival boxes. Although they do not have the nice square design of the gift boxes, they do have secure closures with lids that fold into the box themselves, making it highly unlikely for them to come open when they fall. But I don't know, many moons ago, Wizards of the Coast actually offered storage boxes that had secure closing fold-in lids for your cards adorned with MTG artwork. This is from that ancient era known as Copyright 1996. I wonder if something like this could be developed for future gift boxes so that cards could securely be held. Besides a secure closure, are there any improvements that we could use? Well, 20 lands remains the least appealing aspect of this gift box. I get the idea of giving players one of each artwork, but these are just basic lands. Hey, want to make this a great gift? Give us foil lands, one of each artwork. Then you'll have some happy customers. Sadly, the promo is of a 16-cent uncommon card that, as far as I can tell, is not played in Standard or really in any other format. The alternate art is almost identical to the original, and thus this is a lackluster inclusion that is not going to entice any player to want to buy this in order to get the promo, which amazingly is working as intended, so good job. Not really, though. But of course, offering a worthwhile promo as opposed to a worthless promo would be, in and of itself, superior. I can't believe I actually have to explain this, but good promos would be good, just as bad promos are bad. Giving promos that people actually want is better than giving promos that nobody wants. Hang on, let me get my whiteboard. I'll make a diagram of this for the multi-million-dollar corporation whose R&D department is literally made up of geniuses. I also still feel that a 6th booster pack would be a major improvement, as it would then allow players to build a 40-card sealed constructed deck from the contents. The idea of a couple of friends getting these as gifts, opening the boxes, then taking out the booster packs to build 40-card sealed constructed decks from, is worth whatever the cost of that extra pack might add to MSRP. Final conclusion, the Kaladesh gift box maintains the exact same quality as the Shadows over Innistrad box. As before, the primary thing you are buying a gift box for is the storage box itself, meaning the packs, dividers, and so forth are simply nice throw-ins to offset cost. Players who have no need for nor interest in a storage box such as this have no need for a Kaladesh gift box. That's really what this product is, the storage box. In terms of quality, the storage box itself is very good, lacking only a secure lid to truly be excellent. In terms of value, foil lands would be superior to non-foil, a good promo superior to a completely 100% unplayed promo, and a 6th booster pack would also be welcome. But even so, the cost is still worth the current contents. Of the least interest to established players, except perhaps as a gift, of most interest to new and returning players, as a gift or as a purchase for themselves. Grade, as before, B+. I hope very much this video has been of some help to you. You can help me out by remembering to like, share, subscribe, or just by leaving a comment. What changes and improvements would you like to see in future gift boxes? Let me know in the comments below. And this video has been brought to you in part by a sponsorship from Card Kingdom, as well as the Patreon support of viewers like you. So thank you.